people who were born in Britain, which actual country they were born in. So I've had 12 people say they're from England, 7 from Scotland, 3 from Wales, 2 from Northern Ireland. I'm going to construct a pie chart to show this. Now you need to be thinking in terms of what fraction of a circle have I got, therefore what angle must I need to draw. Well, to do that, you don't need to ask yourself how many people were there actually in my survey. So let's have a look. We've got 12, 19, 22, 24 people. Just adding up that column. Therefore, as a fraction, 12 out of 24 people were born in England, 7 out of 24 were born in Scotland, 3 out of 24 Wales, and 2 out of 24 Northern Ireland. You can simplify those fractions if you want, you don't have to. Now the next thing you have to consider is what angle will you actually draw. Some of these you can spot straight off. For instance, if you've got 12 out of 24, it's a half, and half a circle is 180 degrees. And that might be the only obvious one on there. 3 out of 24 is actually an eighth. An eighth of a circle is 45 degrees. If you can't spot them in your head though, and some you will need to calculate, we find the fraction of the circle. So 7 24ths of 360. The way I usually do these is I times by the top, divide by the bottom. So 7 times 360 divided by 24. It's actually going to come out at 105 degrees this. Now, for this to work, it should all add up to 180. So you can sometimes spot what your remaining one is. So this is going to have to be 30 in order for it to add up to the full 360. But again, you could just do what we've just done, but just do 2 24ths, 360, and you could just check that. But it should come out as 30 degrees. Once you've got your angles, you're ready to begin construction. Now in mine it's not going to be that great because I don't have a board size, compass, nor protractor. But we'll certainly see how we get started. So we had England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. I would start by drawing a circle with a compass as neatly as you can. Now it's important you note where the centre of your circle was. So if you've used a compass, you should see a little pinprick. Mark it on, it'll help you. And also, with a ruler, just draw a line going up to the top. That's the best way to start any pie chart. If it's not exactly vertical, it's not a big issue, but it's just going to be the first line that you measure from. Now our first angle is 180 degrees, and 180 degrees is just all the way around a straight line. So this here could represent England. Now, marking on your other angles, you need to be careful with your protractor. It doesn't matter whether you're measuring this way or this way, but whichever way you choose to measure from, you need to make sure that you are counting the numbers from 0, because you'll find on most protractors you'll have the numbers going one way, but also the numbers going the other way. So if you have your protractor on this diagram, make sure the little crosshair is over the exact centre. And if I'm measuring up from here, protractor should go 0, 10, 20, 30, but it will also have 180, 170, 160, okay? So go from the ones that's 0. I'm going to measure 105 degrees, so that should come to roughly here, because you'd have 90 halfway here. You can do it neatly. So that would represent Scotland. Obviously, making it up with different colours, you get a much nicer effect. 45 degrees, again, if you're doing it, just put your protractor, so you're starting from the last line you've drawn, and you would measure up from 0 to wherever 45 degrees is. Somewhere you should have 40 and 50 degrees, just go between those. So you're looking at this section here, Wales. I've done this very roughly. 45 probably more likely to be there. So that should just leave you with your last one, 30 degrees, Northern Ireland. So my black section on there would be Wales. That one I've left white, Northern Ireland. I'll just get rid of all my scribbles that represented the protractor. And yes, there we have it. Let's hope yours is much neater than mine. I'll just label this again. So that's W for Wales and Northern Ireland at the top there.